In stories, the unyielding certainty of death hangs over characters, lending gravity to their journeys. But what if death was merely a pit stop? Across fiction, characters are often brought back to life, a phenomenon known as resurrection. Done right, it can lead to powerful narrative turns and deeper character exploration. Done poorly, it can deflate tension, making the world feel weightless and stakes non-existent. Take Gandalf's majestic return in The Lord of the Rings, a pivotal moment soaked in narrative significance. Now compare that with Jon Snow's controversial revival in Game of Thrones. While both are iconic, they've garnered very different receptions. So why do some character resurrections feel earned, while others feel like cheats? What exactly is the secret recipe? Dive in with me as we dissect the art, the implications, and the executions of bringing characters back from the dead. In the annals of storytelling, bringing a character back to life isn't just a matter of waving a magical wand. It's a delicate dance, a balance between narrative desire and audience expectation. When executed with finesse, a resurrection can turn the tides of a story, breathing fresh life into its world. But without the necessary scaffolding, it can crumble the very foundations of a tale. We begin with the aspect of narrative justification. At the very heart of any resurrection should be a compelling reason. A story must ask, why does this character need to return? Is it to fulfill a destiny? To complete an unfinished arc? Or merely as a plot device? A resurrection that doesn't serve the broader narrative can feel hollow, like a puppet show without strings. Next we have character arc enhancement. Death is transformative. When a character is brought back, they shouldn't just pick up where they left off. Their experience, the very act of dying and returning, should enrich their journey, adding layers to their persona. Without this growth or change, a resurrection can seem superficial. We cannot ignore world consistency either. Every story universe has its own rules. Whether it's a realm where magic reigns supreme or a dystopian future with advanced tech, resurrections should align with the established lore. When a character's return feels at odds with the world's logic, it can pull audiences out of immersion, making the entire event feel more like a narrative loophole than a genuine plot point. Lastly, we have the emotional impact. The resonance of character resurrections isn't just rooted in narrative mechanics or character arcs, it's also about how it makes the audience feel. A well-executed return can evoke powerful emotions, from relief to joy, sorrow to awe. It's this emotional tapestry that often determines whether a resurrection feels earned or contrived. A character's return should not only serve the story's logic, but also its heart, ensuring that it resonates deeply with its audience. In storytelling, each decision has meaning, and character resurrection is a bold stroke that can redefine the entire narrative landscape. But why is it so consequential? Let's unravel the wider ramifications of breathing life back into a character. First, we have stakes and consequences. At its core, storytelling thrives on tension and release. The looming shadow of death provides a potent source of suspense, making readers or viewers cling to every word or scene. But when characters are frequently resurrected, death's looming shadow diminishes. The stakes, once towering, are reduced to mere hurdles, easily overcome with the right incantation or plot device. If characters can bounce back time and again, then the very concept of risk, the cornerstone of tension, is undermined. Next, we have audience engagement. A story is a pact between the creator and the audience. Every twist, every death, and every return is a promise of a narrative payoff. However, when resurrection becomes predictable or is wielded without discernment, it can lead to viewer disengagement. It's not just about disbelief, but trust. When audiences feel that their emotions are being played with or that important events lack permanence, then their investment in the story can wane. Lastly, there's character development. Death is a profound event, and its reversal should be equally monumental. A well-executed resurrection can catalyze profound growth, pushing characters to confront their fears, reassess their goals, or even grapple with existential dilemmas. Yet if mishandled, it can stifle development. Characters may remain in narrative limbo, neither truly moving forward nor backwards, their arcs stunted by the very event meant to elevate them. If you found anything useful in the video so far, please consider giving it a like to help me grow this channel. Thank you. The world of Middle-earth, brought to life by J.R.R. Tolkien and adapted to the silver screen by Peter Jackson, is one of profound depth and intricate lore. Within this vast tapestry, Gandalf's death, with its subsequent resurrection, stands out as a paragon of narrative mastery. But why does his return in the Lord of the Rings film adaptation resonate so deeply with audiences? Let's look at narrative justification first. The very essence of Middle-earth's fight against Sauron hinged on unity and guidance. With the Fellowship scattered and the forces of darkness growing, Gandalf's return was not just timely but crucial. As Gandalf the White, he was not merely a revived character, but a beacon of hope, a strategic chess move in the grand game against Sauron. Next, there's character arc enhancement. Gandalf's return was not just a transformation in color from grey to white. From the wise and somewhat playful Gandalf the Grey, he evolved into Gandalf the White, a figure of authority, wisdom, and enhanced power. This change wasn't just symbolic, it was a tangible shift in his role, capabilities, and the gravitas he brought to every scene. His resurrection also follows the criteria of world consistency. Middle-earth is a realm where magic, divine entities, and fate intertwine. Gandalf's return was orchestrated by powers beyond the comprehension of mortals, fitting seamlessly into the world's established lore. The Istari, or wizards, were sent by the Valar, godlike entities, to guide and assist the people of Middle-earth. Gandalf's resurrection was not a mere plot convenience, but a divine intervention consistent with the world's deeper mechanics. Then we have the emotional impact of this event. The moment of Gandalf's return is etched in cinematic history. The reveal, the accompanying score, and the reactions of the Fellowship captured a gamut of emotions. From shock and disbelief to joy and relief, it rekindled hope both for the characters and the audience. It served as a reminder that in the darkest times, light can find a way. It's a testament to the power of thoughtful adaptation, where the essence of the source material is retained, but presented in a way that resonates with the cinematic medium and its audience. Game of Thrones, adapted from George R.R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire, captivated audiences with its intricate plots, morally grey characters, and unexpected twists. Yet amid its vast narrative landscape, Jon Snow's death and subsequent resurrection in the TV series stands out as a moment of contention. While it undeniably shocked viewers, many argue it didn't reach its full potential. Let's follow the same structure with narrative justification first. The North's volatile politics and the impending threat of the White Walkers undeniably required a strong leadership. Jon, with his honor, experience, and ties to the Stark legacy, was a fitting choice. However, was his resurrection the only pathway? The series presented it as a crucial turn, but it's worth pondering if other narrative avenues could have served the plot more efficiently. Could another character have risen to the challenge, or could the story have found strength in his absence? Next up is character arc enhancement. Death, especially one as brutal as Jon's, should leave an indelible mark. Yet post-resurrection, his character's direction felt incredibly familiar. While he grappled briefly with the weight of his return, he quickly resumed his role as the North's stalwart defender. The profound introspection, the potential moral shifts, or even deeper existential dilemmas seemed glossed over, making his journey post-resurrection feel less transformative than it could or should have been. Jon's return didn't fully comply with world consistency either, in my opinion. While the Lord of the Light's power had been showcased before, notably with Beric Dondarrion, Jon's return felt more like a divergence from the norm rather than a consistent plot development. In a world where death usually has permanence and weight, Jon's revival felt like an exception made for plot convenience rather than a consistent organic event. Lastly, there's a question about emotional impact. The initial shock of Jon's death and his revival was palpable. Audiences worldwide gasped, theories abounded, and anticipation was high. However, the aftermath, the ripple effects of such a momentous event seemed underexplored. Instead of leveraging this resurrection to delve deeper into character dynamics, Westerosi politics, or even the mystical aspects of the world, Jon's return felt like a missed opportunity to harness the full spectrum of emotions and narrative possibilities. Jon Snow's return, while impactful, highlights the challenges of adapting complex literary material to the screen. There's a delicate balance required to maintain consistency, emotional resonance, and narrative depth. Some of these challenges also apply to the use of magical creatures. Check out the video at the top sharing my views on what kind of roles these creatures play in storytelling. When it comes to resurrections, the challenge for creators is clear. Use it as a tool to amplify a story's emotional depth, not to dilute it. It is vital to ensure that each return is not just a spectacle, but a meaningful continuation of a character's journey. For audiences, it's an invitation to engage critically, to celebrate the masterful resurrections, and to reflect upon those that missed the mark. It's about understanding that each return, each second chance, is a narrative decision laden with potential and risk. In the end, whether you're crafting tales or immersing yourself in them, remember that the true magic of character resurrections lies not in the act itself, but in its aftermath. It's about the ripples it sends through the story, the characters, and our very hearts. But what is your take on the conversation? Let me know in the comments below, and make sure to share any other examples of character resurrections that either puzzled or moved you. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Have a great day, and see you in the next one.